Hi, it's Marnix. Today I'm going to go for a ride to the what used to be called Avanti Plus in Blenheim, but they are now called Spokesman Cycles. One of the reasons that I am going there today is to leave my Velomobile with them to see about putting in a electric assist. In New Zealand we're actually allowed to have 300 watts of electric assist, and a Velomobile in my case is still going to be classed as a bicycle, which gives me all the perks that you can get as a bicycle, such as being allowed to ride on bike lanes and parking at bike stands. Just have to go over these bumps, but it doesn't seem to be a big problem. Now, because I had to leave my Velomobile at the bike shop, I ended up actually having a walk to see how long it would take me to walk the same ride that I actually just did. And it took a significant time. Here's a good example of how easy it is to maneuver the Velomobile in tight spaces. It's handy to be quite thin, and only more or less 70 centimeters wide. Gets me through that gap real easy, and it means I can easily fit on this path as well. This is one of the main roads leading out of Blenheim, and at this stretch here cars can go anything from 80 kilometers an hour to 100 kilometers an hour. And the roads are lovely in Blenheim. They're flat, ideal kind of riding conditions today for velomobiles and cyclists in general. I find myself riding using my 52 tooth chain ring in the front, and usually about an 11 or maybe 13 or so tooth in the rear, and that ratio gives me a good speed at a nice cadence. In this case I'm probably using about a 13 tooth in the rear. Up ahead I can actually see some sort of strange vehicle, so with a bit of luck I might be able to see what it was, as we seem to be catching up on it. Sometimes on the side of the road you find a few bumps and stuff, but with the suspension in the rear it actually feels quite comfortable to ride over. And I find that cars give me plenty of space, treat me well. There you go, some sort of tractor, some sort of interesting trailer on the back. Just recently it had been raining very hard in Blenheim, and the various rivers and creeks were up quite high. But it didn't stop me today from being able to go out and have a great ride. I find myself at a cadence of about 90 revs per minute on my feet, and I find that that's actually pretty cruisy to be able to then make it to about 40k an hour, and I don't get puffed from that at all. Let's have a look behind me. Well, just as well I didn't go over the bridge, or they would have had to wait for me for a bit. Looks like the coast is clear. It's safe to get on the road again. And of course, on a nice sunny day like today, I didn't need my race cap. So I'm enjoying the sun and the breeze in my face. And I just wear sunnies to keep the wind out of my eyes. I'm hoping that getting the electric assist is actually going to help me climb hills when I'm in Auckland or different places where there are significant hills in the area. Sometimes it slows me down quite a bit if I can't coast down the hill previous. So hoping having the right kind of combination of front chain ring and rear chain ring with the right amount of power. I'm probably going to go for 300 watts. Hopefully that combination will help me up the hills nicely. Out of interest, my son chose all the music today for this video. And I intend on making a few videos up and coming that has my other tricycle in it. It's a cargo trike made by Butchers and Bicycles, and do a bit of a comparison between it and my Velomobile. The Velomobile actually takes up less space on the road than the average mountain bike, in the sense of how wide it is. And of course it's very stable on the road because it has 3 wheels, so you don't need to learn to balance in it or anything like that. You just hop straight in and ride. Blenheim has lots and lots of vineyards. They make some really great wines in this area, in the Marlborough area in general. And this road takes us past just a few. I'm actually quite curious how long a battery will last in comparison to my trike once I have an electric assist in this, due to the fact that this is very aerodynamic and very light. I've also got another video coming up where I have bought a product that helps the rain disperse from my visor, and I've tried it a little bit already and it's looking very promising. Don't really normally need it, but I thought I'd give it a try and see what it's like. I'll put that video up at a later stage. Now we're sort of getting into town a little bit, and there's a bit of a cycle lane available. Of course, every now and then cars will park on the cycle lane and I need to use the road, so sometimes that's something that causes the cars to have to slow down for a little while, just for a moment while we share the road. Just like in this example here. And then I can duck back in. Of course, I never really need to fill up with petrol, but it is handy having petrol stations because they do have pressured air. Sometimes if I forget my pump, I can go there and pump up my tyres. And yes, in New Zealand we drive on the left side of the road, so this is how we go around roundabouts. Now in just a minute or so I actually need to get myself onto a different lane, so I'll have to merge with the traffic. See how that goes. Looking in my mirror, it seems like this truck is hesitant to pass me, so I'll just indicate so he knows where I'm going. Yep, he's letting me go through. That's good. The kids obviously like the Velomobile. Hear them yelling something in there, out there. I actually like this road heaps. It's very smooth, makes for very comfortable riding. Here I'm riding more or less the speed that other cars are going. Just cruising really. This car hasn't seen me. He's taking off. No, he's seen me. In the middle of town now, just about where I need to be, just a couple of turns away from Spokesman Cycles. And the speed bumps in town are not a problem at all. Well, this red car doesn't seem to know what he's doing. He's parked right in the middle. Oh dear. Well, he wasn't allowed to do that. Well, luckily nothing came of it. And I can see the bike shop now. See if I can park inside. Oh, I like that bike. Taking it through doors is not a problem, so I'll just see if I can leave it inside with them. Yep, they're happy for me to leave it just inside here. Well, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll hopefully you watch one of my next videos soon. Okay, bye for now.